Hello, and welcome to Listen to English. This video is suitable for B1 level learners. If you'd like to listen to easier or more advanced English, check out the other videos on our channel. Today's story is called Ethan's Dinner Party. Ethan has invited his neighbors for a dinner at his new apartment. He's excited and maybe a little nervous. Let's listen to his story and see how his evening turns out.
Hello everyone, my name is Ethan, and today I have something special to share. I'm still new in my apartment. You probably remember my moving chaos, right? Well, things are finally a bit more organized now. I can walk through my living room without stepping on a box. That's progress. So, last week, I had this brilliant idea. I decided to host a dinner party for my neighbors. Yes, me, the guy who once burned toast so badly that the smoke alarm clapped for him. But hey, I wanted to make new friends, and what better way than food, right? It all started on Monday. I wrote dinner party Saturday 7 p.m. in my new planner. I felt like a real adult for a moment. Then I opened the fridge and realized there was one lonely bottle of ketchup and some suspicious-looking lettuce. Not exactly dinner party material. So, on Friday afternoon, I made a shopping list. I decided to cook something simple but impressive spaghetti with homemade tomato sauce, a fresh salad, and maybe a chocolate dessert. Simple, right? At least that's what I told myself. The next morning, I went to the supermarket with confidence and a reusable bag. I felt like a man on a mission. The automatic doors opened dramatically, and I stepped in like a cooking hero. But things didn't go exactly as planned. I wanted to buy basil, but I accidentally grabbed mint. They looked similar, and I wasn't wearing my glasses, so I thought, herbs are herbs. What's the worst that could happen? Then, I tried to find Parmesan cheese. They didn't have it, so I bought something that said hard Italian cheese. It sounded right, didn't it? Spoiler, it wasn't. And the dessert? I found this instant chocolate mousse mix. All I had to do was just add milk. It looks simple, the same way flying a plane just requires wings. I came home proud and started preparing everything. Music was playing, the kitchen smelled of ambition, and I wore an apron that said, "Kiss the cook." I felt unstoppable. But then, a knock on the door. It was 5:45 p.m. My dinner was at 7. Who could it be? When I opened the door, I saw my neighbor Lisa. She was holding a small gift bag and smiling. "Oh, hi, Ethan. I hope I'm not too early," she said. Too early? Definitely. But I smiled. "Oh no, not at all. Come in." Inside, she immediately noticed the chaos. Tomatoes everywhere, pasta boiling like a volcano, and me, holding mint leaves like a confused magician. She laughed kindly. "So, mint in pasta? That's new." I looked at the package again and realized my mistake. "Yeah, it's a little creative experiment," I joked, trying to sound confident. Lisa was very kind. She said, "Don't worry, I can help. I love cooking." Before I could protest, she had already tied her hair up and washed her hands. She moved around the kitchen like she lived there. I suddenly felt like her assistant. She explained that basil has a softer smell and taste. I nodded, pretending to know exactly what she meant. Then she said, "Wait a second, I'll bring some from my kitchen. I have plenty." She disappeared and came back 5 minutes later with fresh basil, real Parmesan, and even some homemade garlic bread. My hero. Together, we started cooking. She gave me simple tasks, like chopping tomatoes, which I somehow turned into tomato art all over the counter. She just laughed. "You're doing great, Ethan. Very expressive." When the sauce started simmering, the smell filled the room. It was heavenly. For the first time, I felt like maybe I could actually pull this off. By 7 p.m., everything looked perfect. Lisa even helped set the table. Candles, napkins, little touches that made it look elegant. I didn't even own half of those things. She brought them from her apartment too. Then the doorbell rang. The rest of the neighbors arrived. There was Tom, the guy from upstairs who always carries a guitar. He works as a music teacher and jokes that his neighbors know all his songs by heart. Then came Mr. and Mrs. Brown, a retired couple with matching sweaters and endless stories. And finally, Ava, a university student who studies art and had paint stains on her hands. We all sat down, and our food was surprisingly good. Lisa's help made all the difference. The spaghetti sauce was rich and flavorful, and everyone complimented it. I smiled but gave Lisa a silent thank you glance. We talked for hours. Tom told funny stories about his students. Mr. Brown shared his famous fishing adventures. Ava talked about her art projects and how she once accidentally painted her cat. Everyone laughed, and the apartment felt alive. At some point, I realized this is exactly what I had hoped for. A warm evening, good food, new friends, no burnt toast, no panic, no loneliness. After dinner, we had the chocolate mousse, which, surprisingly, turned out great. Everyone said it was delicious, and I didn't have the heart to admit it came from a mix. Around 10 p.m., people started leaving. Lisa helped me clean up, and when she was about to go, I said, "Thank you for saving my dinner party." She smiled and said, "It was fun. Next time, you'll teach me your creative mint pasta recipe." After she left, I looked around the apartment. It smelled like garlic, basil, and happiness. The table was messy, but my heart felt full. I sat down with a cup of tea and whispered to myself, "I'm really glad I moved here. I have good neighbors." And that, my friends, is how a simple dinner plan full of mistakes, laughter, and good people became one of the best nights in my new home.
Great job, you did it! You've just finished a B1 level English listening practice about friendship, cooking, and making connections. In this video, you learned how to describe daily life, food preparation, social interactions, and feelings, all in natural spoken English. Our channel, Listen to English, grows and improves with your support. Please share your comments, suggestions, and thoughts below. We love hearing from you. See you in the next video, and until then, keep listening, keep learning, and keep smiling.